What up guys, this is Kelvin and welcome back to my channel where we discuss financial wellness, mindset therapy, and real estate. In today's video, I'm going to be discussing the top 5 reasons why you may be getting denied for business credit. So please, I beg of you, do not apply for any business credit without watching this video first. This channel is all about giving you the most fluff-free, straight to the point content, no matter the subject. If you haven't already, be sure to show some support by subscribing to this channel. That way you don't have to miss out on any of this free game and gems that I will be dropping and continue to drop in YouTube University. Business credit is unique because you're starting from scratch. Unlike consumer credit, when everything is automatically linked to your social security number. Whenever you apply for a credit card or personal loan, I would say about 90% of lenders are going to be just simply checking to see whether or not you meet a certain credit score requirement. Matter of fact, as soon as your social security number, or should I say barcode, is generated, it's already primed for credit. Although I better not catch any of my subscribers using their baby's social security number for utility bills and credit. Like, come on guys, let's be better than that. We're already dealing with enough generational curses. No need to add additional financial curses on top of that.
He ain't lying.
That gives me an idea. Maybe I should make a video aimed at educating you guys on how you can instead help set your kid up with a 700 credit score for their high school graduation. Let me know if you think that's a good idea, and if you want me to make that video, shout it out in the comment section, and I just might do it. Learning about business credit can be very exciting to new entrepreneurs and small business owners. However, you might want to pump the brakes because it's very important to make sure that you first understand how business credit works before you jump the gun. But not to worry, that's the whole premise of this video, is to help you guys have a great understanding of what qualifies for business credit and the 5 most popular mistakes and issues that lead to denials. Let's jump right to it. Now, these are in no particular order, but the very first on this list of reasons why you may be getting denied or may get denied for business credit is maybe your business is not established correctly. Now, before you jump into the business credit arena, you want to make sure that your business is qualified. If your goal is to truly establish business credit in your business's name, you do want to make sure you first have the 8 keys of having a legitimate and credible business. To be blunt, if your business is unverifiable, it might as well be fake. It has to be as real on paper as it is in reality. This means your business should have an online presence. That does mean a website, social media. It needs to even have a 411 registry. Additionally, you want to make sure that your business is active, okay? Actively registered on the Secretary of State's website, because if your business isn't registered and you forgot to do the annual registry every year, your business is out of business, bubba. Don't matter if you're making money or not. You can't even get a bank account, a business bank account, without being first actively registered in your state. So these are only a few examples of the 8 keys of having a legitimate and credible business. If you want to hear more about that, make sure you check out the video up there where you will get more details on how to make sure you do qualify before you get started. Now, for the second reason on my list, which is technically the number 1 most popular reason why you may be getting denied for business credit, is mismatched data. Now, you may have heard this term before. If you've ever bought a book, which I highly recommend you do, on how to build business credit, one of the things you're going to hear, and for good reason, is mismatched data. Now, mismatched data just means that you have to have your T's dotted and your I's.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I got that wrong. So you want to make sure that you have your T's crossed and your I's dotted, all right? Whatever you put down on that application should match what's on irs.gov, where you apply for your EIN. It should match what's on DMB, what's on Experian Commercial's website, Equifax Commercial website, Credit Safe, LexisNexis. Like, you got to check all of these parameters to make sure that it's all identical. Any variations of your name, for example, let's say you are the owner of a business called Doggy Daycare LLC. I just made that up, but if that's your business, shout out to you. So let's say you are the owner of Doggy Daycare LLC. When you fill out that application, if you put Doggy Daycare and that's it, and you leave off the LLC, that alone could be cause for denial. Same thing with your email address. If you use your personal and not your business, or if you have an email address that doesn't have a domain at the end and it says Gmail, that could be a reason. But most importantly, in general, your email address, your actual address, your phone number, and your name must be identical across the board. This is the easiest mistake that you can make that will lead to an automatic denied. Now, one little trick I always tell my students is when you are using Nav, nav.com, or you have the app, they have an easy way to ensure that the top 3 business credit bureaus do have your information the same. So right over here, I will go ahead and show you an image that shows you an example of where you will click. So on Nav, whether on your phone or a computer, you want to go over to settings and then business info. When you go into business info, you'll see here whether Dun & Bradstreet, Experian, and Equifax is all showing the same data. All right. If you see anything that's off, you may want to go directly to those websites and update this info. And one last little pro tip you can use to make sure that your business info is correct is go over to LexisNexis and make sure, even ChexSystems, LexisNexis, ChexSystems, there's more than just those 2, but these are third-party data furnishers that will hold your public record. Go there and request your business information so that you can verify there are no mistakes. And if you see mistakes, then you can go online or call to have them updated and corrected. And the third of the top 5 reasons why you may get denied or getting denied for business credit is a lack of payment history or payment experiences. As you may know, in order to generate a business credit score, you must have payment experience, right? So it's not enough to just sign up for a vendor. You must also use that vendor, because that's the only way you're going to get payment experiences. Each of these vendors that you sign up for, whether they be Net30, Net7, Net15, retail cards or websites, or even gas cards, they all work the same in terms of your payment, right? When you get these accounts, already think in your head, you want to have at least 4 payment experiences. This means you need to pay for different invoices. The only way to get an invoice is to what? Actually use their services. All right. So if you got Quill and Granger, that means you will need to go on the website and make this purchase at least once a month for, I would recommend 4 months. That way you get what? 4 payment experiences. This is the best way to have a high credit score on whether it be Dun & Bradstreet, your IntelliScore with Experian, or the Equifax score, right? Where you want to have at least a 400 or better. I want you to start getting in the habit of thinking to yourself, all right, cool, I got approved, now what? That now what, the next steps are really going to depend on your mentality, right? So keep in mind, how many should you get?
1, 2, 3.
If there's anything I can't stand, it's a smart owl.
You should have at least 4 payment experiences. So come in already thinking about each time you're going to use this card before you dump it. Let's say you signed up for Quill or Granger, right? I use these 2 examples because they're literally identical in their website in terms of what they sell and how it all works. Both of these websites have a minimum $50 order, subtotal order, to report to their respective bureaus, right? So when you sign up for a vendor like this, where you have to go shopping, whether it be Home Depot or whatever, right? you want to come into it already thinking that you have a quota to hit. You have 4 payment experiences that you want to gain. So you go ahead and let's say you shop and you purchase once a month for 4 months. All right. You don't want to stop. Even if you skip a couple of months, you know that you are only on payment 2 of 4. All right. Until you get to that 4th payment, you should not stop, and you should not be thinking I'm done using Grainger, because you haven't gotten your use out of this service yet. All right. You're not buying paper towel again for 75 bucks just for the heck of it. You're paying for the service of credit, of having your business credit reported to the bureau, and having multiple payment experiences on each of these vendors and trade lines is how you're going to develop and build and establish a lovely presence for your business credit profile. And the same rule applies for revolving accounts, right? Credit cards and fuel cards. Although revolving accounts will continue to report, it's what the payment experiences that's going to continue to help you out. Okay. And now for the 4th most common reason why you may be getting denied for business credit: derogatory marks or liens. So derogatory marks are any negative item that is being reported to your business credit profile. Examples of derogatory items would be tax liens, late payments, or any other court judgments that are showing on your credit report. Now, once these become resolved, even if they stay on your credit report, it will have less of an impact, but you do want to dispute those. And yes, you can dispute derogatory items on your credit report. The process is pretty simple. Maybe I'll make a video about that too. Let me know. And for the 5th and final, but not least, certainly not least, reason you may be getting denied for business credit is because you have bad personal credit. I know a lot of you guys do not like hearing this, but I gotta be the bearer of bad news and also the truth teller. So can you build business credit without having great credit? Yeah, sure, in the early stages. But if you ever want to get funding, it's going to be in your best interest to be able to leverage your great credit to have low interest rates and also more flexibility and loan program options available to you. So I know a lot of you are scared of the boogeyman or the elephant in the room, if you will, this word called PG, personal guarantee. But I can guarantee you, if you have bad credit, it will be very hard for you to get funding for your business. Trust me, I'm a funding expert. So what you want to do is, if you have bad credit, you want to make sure that you do not neglect it. So you do want to make sure that you understand the importance of also having great personal credit. If you are not in the 700s, that should be your goal. Aim for the 700 club because life is sweet there. Now, without having good credit or using PG at all, you will start to hit snags once you get up into those tier 3 accounts. Of course, if you're just getting started with business credit, you do have time to build that personal credit while also starting off with those tier 1 business credit vendors, because none of them require you to PG. There's usually a way around it for tier 1 and tier 2 accounts. So stack up your tier 1s and tier 2s so that you can establish a solid foundation for business credit. Then by the time your business credit is established, you can also have good credit to leverage and team up
It's about time.
And become a better, stronger, and more fierce version of you. So now that you know the top 5 reasons why people are out here getting denied for business credit, the serious question is, what are you going to do about it? All right. Keep these in your mind, make adjustments if needed, and you will be well on your way to building a solid foundation for business credit. Because with that, you will have access to high credit limits and capital for your business. So you never have to be another statistic of businesses that fail within that first couple of years due to lack of capital. But if you guys enjoyed this video and found anything even remotely helpful, please do your boy a favor, show me some love and drop a like. a comment, and subscribe. And as always, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever time of the day it is. Thanks for watching.